Alright, we are back with EU4's Big Blue Bloc, Montenegro. Things are looking... well, things are certainly looking. I've been plunged deep into the land of Weeb. Rune Factory 4 came out and that kind of demolished my time for the past few days. But I said I'll go at least 24 hours without the game, and it's been like 16-ish hours. I'm getting a bit twitchy. Still, we're back here. I need to quickly run down for myself what's going on here. We just came out of a war with Muscovy. We did a lot of horrible things to the poor guy, and as a result, he's actually bankrupt. Sucks to be him. I've already forgotten where I can spy bankruptcy the best. Isn't it under... there we go. So 5 years of Muscovy not being a threat. I have to decide whether or not I want to break truce and just crush Muscovy while he's down, and I'm thinking not, for a number of reasons. One big reason is that I am absolutely hemorrhaging admin power. I can't even core everything I have. My own nation isn't that well pieced together right now, and there may be opportunities elsewhere. Not to mention, I'm not particularly well liked, and the last thing I want to see is a Kazan, Nagai, Ottoman coalition that also includes Christian powers, because Hungary... I was about to say something like, Hungary don't like me that much, but Hungary really don't like me. Thankfully, that aggressive expansion should burn down to minus 49 at the turn of the year, and they don't decide to completely wallop me. Still, that's dangerous. Those borders, chick, have you no shame? Shame is something that can be sold in exchange for survival, much like land. We've sold this piece of garbage land off. We've sold Ragusa. That was a painful sell. What was that about Montenegro? Do we have a claim still there? Ha, we still do. And I'm sure it won't be the last piece of land that we sell. Fortunately, we were able to tie ourselves to the PLC. The PLC are doing remarkably well right now under the divine leadership of a von Habsburg. And now they're getting, their own Polish one coming next. Long may the PLC remain strong. I have no qualms about giving them a good amount of decent Muscovite land. As long as I don't convert it to Catholic, that would blow. Looks like Lithuania is already doing that. I thought they had massive tolerance of heretics, but I guess it's not enough to stop them doing that. So what are we doing now? Well, I guess the first thing I want to do is get everybody back home. They're on their way to Etkara. Is that everybody? Yeah. Get them back here and then have them do, I don't know, there's space for everybody there, I think. So, what's the administrative situation here? I'm not even coring up everything. Simbursk still needs to be done. But I got this land connection so that I can fight Kazan. I will likely slug it out with Kazan soon, so that I can take that gold mine for myself. Bashgrid is nay too shabby. And it can always be devved up for more gold, of course. We already have Kosovo at almost no autonomy, and we devved that up a bit. Not extensively, I could probably do it more, but the money situation isn't too bad. We've actually had to pay down, yeah, we had to reduce inflation, and we may have to do so again, but I'm just so starved on admin, because we've had a very long reign of somebody with 0 admin, whilst I foolishly kept my focus on military. Now I did so that we could finish off aristocratic, because I really wanted that diplomat and +1 siege, but the next thing I want is probably religious ideas, so we're going to have to switch out, because we've been eating bad religion for a long time. Alright, it's been 15 minutes, I still haven't done anything. Let's, slow time down, unpause, and think about what's going on, is what I would say, but... You see this land, it's going to take forever for me to even begin coring that. 173 just to get a territorial claim on it. I think that I'm going to release Wallachia. I don't want to, but I probably should. I can't core it. Wallachia will be able to raise a fairly decent army, and if I attach it to mine, I can take some wars on my own. I might even make them a march. Can you get an improved relations advisor? Well, we do have the money, but I like diplomatic reputation, just to make sure that Poland joins in the wars with me, because I imagine my own diplo rep. Yeah, it could be better, especially with all that overextension. It would drop down with this. Okay. It might be a very foolish thing to do, but I'm going to release Wallachia. At least they're going to be orthodox. I don't like doing this. I really don't like doing this after fighting so hard to take the land. But it was all in the efforts to get a border with Poland. Oh, they got a pretty garbage ruler, unfortunately. But they like us, so let's hope that goes our way. And it shouldn't make this go too badly. I don't know if I'll march them or not. The money isn't worth much, but I may want to integrate them at some point in the future. Or I might not, you know, Wallachia is going to be around as a subject way into the late game, so I might actually just leave them be. Okay, the main hope is that Poland doesn't desire those provinces so badly that they turn on me, but we'll see. Wallachia has at least +5 discipline for making them a march. Yeah, something to consider. Okay, oh dear. Right, the Ottomans have warned me not to go to war, which dries up any opportunities I had down here. Georgia is a fitting person to fight right now. But maybe the Ottomans told me that because they want to fight Georgia, which means I might be able to dogpile Georgia in a moment. Well, I need to get my troops down there to see what's what. That was pretty grim. Also, what is this? It's golden arrows across the board. What changed for everybody? Oh well, new year, new me, and oh, thank goodness Hungary's aggressive expansion is below -50, but he's still outraged, so he could join. The AI can be a real pain in my rear end sometimes. Let's just hope nothing bad happens before we get out of here. Goodbye current plan, says Randy. Yeah, I was eyeing up Georgia. I am still eyeing up Georgia, but the Ottomans really don't want me fighting them. They're allied to Cyprus, so a best CB war would get me in there, but would also perturb the Mamluks. Still, I think I'm going to still get my claim on Kazan, but I should keep myself ready and poised for if the Ottomans go to war with Georgia. Because in that case, I should also declare war and at least slam down on Imereti and Guria. Because why else would the Ottomans warn me? Maybe they think I'd go to war with Hungary, who thankfully have turned neutral again. Well, at least I can attack other people that the Ottomans don't border with impunity. But that puts Georgia and Karakayunlu decisively off the menu. Shirvan is still on the menu, and this is an area of mine. Actually, it's a full-on state of mine, so Shirvan is a tempting target if he didn't have that Mazandaran alliance. I should look towards putting a claim on him, but I should also look towards what else I can do in the world to make myself... No, I don't want Shirvan. I want anybody but Shirvan. We've long been clawing for alliances, but it's been hell and high water to get anybody good. Bohemia, for some reason, really does not want to be ours. They don't trust me. Why would Bohemia not trust me? Actually, why specifically do Bohemia have bad trust with me? Did I do something bad to them? I don't remember. It's my first time using a Twitch account, says George. I love your work. I've been watching you in YouTube. Well, congratulations on the ascension. It's really hard now that the Ottomans have warned me. What I thought was a cunning plan is now gone. Oh yeah, I lost Nish, didn't I? Well, at least I keep that core. Hungary still have incredibly strong alliances there that I don't want to get involved with. And the Ottomans are warning me on that front. Interesting. Well, Kazan looks to be the best target that I have. I out-tech Kazan considerably, and I should be able to take him out in the patented one-shot technique. The downside is, of course, all this bloomin' coring. Alright, well done, Wallachia. I am actually going to designate you as a march. It'll keep your liberty desire way down as well. So, there you go. Hope I don't regret this. I'll get some nice bonuses out of it. As soon as I get that claim, I really want to maul Kazan. Although Kazan have a lot of separatists in Muscovy, which are probably going to come to me. I'll just let them go back into Muscovy. I'd rather he has a hard time with them since he's bankrupt. Me, you know, this land is going to be troubling for a while anyway. Didn't you send Bohemia an insult to get Poland and Hungary to like me? Quite possibly, and that'll be why they're sitting on scornfully insulted. So why am I improving relations with them? Maybe I was scared of aggressive expansion. I don't know what Past Jake was thinking. Past Jake, who played on the big blue block, is a Jake that was not playing Rune Factory 4 for many dozens of hours over the past few days. Regardless, though, PLC is just one ally, and I could really do with another. Even if they were a small, well, not too small. I'd like Austria, but Austria does not like me for many reasons. Not least of all that I'm rival to Hungary. Wish the Ottomans would guarantee me instead of warning me and everything else. I think that because the Ottomans warned me, that's because they want to strike Georgia. Fun thing is that I can strike Georgia as long as they've gone to war with them, so I might be able to use that to my advantage. Or it might backfire and I die horribly. Either way, at least we can try. Maybe I should declare war on Shirvan, or at least have a claim ready, so that if Mazandaran gets destroyed by their rival, the Timurids, then I'll be able to jump on Shirvan. It's just one province, but it's 110 development province that could be mine. And let's stop improving with Bohemia. If he doesn't want to be my friend, then so be it. I can't change his mind on that one. Maybe I was gunning for that marriage, but he's too neutral. Too true blue and oh, Castile have dishonored with Savoy, because Savoy got attacked by Milan, Switzerland, Papal State. Can't see any use for that myself. So why would Castile say no? Well, that's neither here nor there. I recall you considering to truce break Muscovy to keep him bankrupt. I consider it, I'm still considering it, honestly, but the cost to me is huge, and I can't forget that Pskov is not bankrupt. I have a hard time dealing with even one nation. I've only got 20 units here. I think it could be done, but I think it's an incredibly risky thing to do given where we are. We don't exactly own the best land around. Quite the opposite. I can slam an estate on here straight away, can't I? Yeah, I just took it, and I probably should. I'm giving the clergy just about everything, because the clergy give me so much more tax income out of my provinces. Keeps them sweet, keeps them pretty fat as well, but that can be good when we want their... well, I want their everything, truthfully. Rebels could well be a problem, but at least Wallachian rebels shouldn't be an issue. Let's perhaps keep our relations with Poland very high, because look at that, they've already considered that they would quite like Buzau. Thankfully, oh god, vital interest. Let's not get angry over that, Poland. I may have made a grave mistake here, but what you gonna do? It was a real setback for me when Poland took all this land away from Moldavia, but at least it's remaining orthodox for me. I mean, allies are just time-delayed food, everybody knows that. Why are there 2,000 Armenians in Lithuania? Well, there is an Armenia. I assume that they're having a hard time getting home. Really though, why in the world did the Ottomans warn me? Do they have a truce with Georgia? Do they have a claim on Georgia? They don't have a claim on Georgia. I should keep a lazy eye on that. If they do claim Georgia, they're probably going to be going for them. Interesting. Maybe decrease army maintenance to make money. That's an idea. I just kind of want my army back together. Because, you know, there are rebels on our borders here. We're not losing that much money, so I'm not too fussed about my army maintenance being low. We're all reinforced as well. The difference is not a whole lot, but we'll do it anyway. The thing is, I'd like to be able to jump on a nation if it comes to that. Oh yeah, I want to be able to jump on Kazan. Kazan and Nagai are probably both eligible for the coalition against me. The Ottomans are not. The Georgians are. Oh yeah, I did nasty things to the Georgians, didn't I? And I have 2 claims on them. I wonder if I could threaten war on Georgia. Maybe I could have you come back for a moment and we check that out for a sec. Because I should be able to intimidate Georgia at this point. Kazani separatists, not a problem. I'm just kind of holding on to those for now. Aragon is about to gun down Venice because he's malevolent. Venice have done a lot of horrible things to me in the past, but I'm not in a position to screw them over right now. The only land they have within my reach is Corfu, and that's not even part of the final borders, so never mind that. Georgia, would you mind giving me a province? They would very mind giving me a province. Okay, never mind then. I am still a little worried about Coalition City, so let's get that claim on Kazan and strike them before they strike us. Let's not worry about the separatists, we can deal with that. I don't feel good not paying my units though. Like, I feel decidedly not good about it. I want to be ready, I feel like bad times are ahead. I mean, how can I not feel that bad times are ahead? Shall we export the rebels to Moskva? Oh yeah, these rebels are going straight to Muscovy. He's bankrupt and I want him to continue to have problems. There's no way in hell I'm fighting those if somebody else can. And currently, I think even Nagai could... No, it's just Muscovy. Muscovy can enjoy them. I'm not too worried about this stuff getting hammered. Besides, what's our overextension at? 49. Here's a pie-in-the-sky idea. I might even be able to grab a Perm core, release Perm, and, you know, even give this crummy land to Perm. So I don't have to worry about it for a while. I mean, I am already vastly overextended in terms of garbage lands that I hold on to. So if I have Perm administrate this land for me, that might actually save me hassle, especially when I can't afford land right now. Yeah, I could just give this garbage to Perm, keep Bashkirid for myself, and everybody wins. Specifically me. What are you doing on my border, Poland? We're true blue buds, remember? I think I'll pull the trigger on Kazan as soon as I can. Oh, Ottomans have forced Najran to break with QQ. So QQ is almost definitely about to be attacked by the Ottomans. QQ is allied to Mazandaran. Mazandaran might get so exhausted that they won't save Shirvan, so let's keep that in mind. Maybe I don't need to go down here if jumping on Georgia is not part of the plan. And if something does happen, I could maybe quickly make a merc and grab these two. Either way, I should be in a position to deal with Kazan. It takes so long to move around here. When are you going to go Peasant Republic? I have no plans of going Peasant Republic. The only thing about this run is I want to recreate the borders. I'm not looking to recreate the, well, every element of the Soviet Union. If it were, I would have taken Diplo. I would have taken Religious first, so I could get that cultural enrichment bonus earlier. I do like losing inflation, but it's not a lot of inflation. We've got good old Illusia and for another 11 years, actually. Our unrest reduction's rather nice. Nah, screw it. Let's lose that inflation. It's not a lot, but that was basically saving us some admin points. Zechmeister, we only started about a quarter of an hour ago, and we haven't done anything. We've barely passed... We haven't even passed a year, I think. I'm just taking it easy, because you never know when things are going to go real south. Good, Bessarabia's done. I have no intention of making that into a full state, because, well, I'm not going to get the rest of these provinces, right, Poland? I shall have my time. These Soviet borders will be mine. I'm going to get my claim on Kazan and declare war on him. I know I will pause the coring on both Saratov, Kanady, and Simbursk, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. Also, Saratov is 12 dev. Astrakhan is 9. The Ottomans are indeed gunning down QQ. That doesn't magically allow me to take on Georgia, sadly, but I can dream. Wow, everybody's dishonoring the calls to arms. Poland, don't you do that to me. I know I've not been the best friend, but don't turn on me, please. Alright, I just about have what I need to make my claim on Kazan. Yeah, sure, you can have all the access you want. Those Kazani separatists are a bit of a pain. I definitely can take on Kazan one-on-one, I have no doubt about that. But it's good to know what you're dealing with. We're dealing with 15,000 Kazanis. And best of all, no fort, he says, noticing now that he has a fort in Bashkirid. Is there always a fort in Bashkirid? Shouldn't matter, though. I'm barely blocked. Perm is the only province that we're... No, we're not blocked to any province. Bashkirid is, strategically speaking, a waste of a fort. He always builds a fort on Bashkirid. QQ are Turks, says Air. What are you talking about? Okay, what's the best way to go about this? I got good relations with you as it stands, but I'm about to get this claim, so I'll get that claim in DOW. You probably won't go to Saratov from there, but it's hard to know where he's going to go. Maybe I'll declare the war, let him come to me, and then I'll smash him. He'll get a horde bonus because we're fighting in steppes, but I'll flank him, so it's all okay, hopefully. This is going to be expensive on the dip. Hell, it's going to be expensive on the everything. I'll make it a claim for UKEC because it's the highest dev province that we are bordering here, and it's one that I definitely wouldn't give to Perm, if indeed I release Perm. There are other options, surely. I mean, I could release Bashkira. It's not impossible that I release Perm. Trying to think what else I could do. If I release Perm and then actually let them go, Muscovy will almost certainly just eat them up. Okay, let's not worry about that. Still, UKEC is my claim. I don't want further spy network. I just want to declare war upon you. You're going to take too long to get back. I'm going to bring you back instead. Do the old switcheroo. So if I DOW you right now, nobody's going to join in on either side. You won't take care of those separatists for me, which is a shame. And I'm going to kind of have to navigate around them. I don't like that, but oh well. Might seem like I'm playing awfully slow, but my head and my body are both pretty nuked. I had a DDR session that lasted 4 hours 10 minutes with no stopping, and it was pretty difficult, but we pulled on through. Alright, this is going to make a lot of Muslims hate me, no doubt, but let's do it. Come and have a go, if you think you're hard enough. I see that my subject Wallachia has no army. That was not very nice of them, but oh well. I wonder if I should just move on to UKEC. Nogai will probably give access to Kazan. No, they're actually rivaled. But you hate my guts, so you won't give it to me either. Interesting. Well, we'll see what happens. I've certainly paused my own cores, but that's okay. Military access from Muscovy, they want it. I don't see a problem with that, because it might mean that they will take care of these Kazani separatists. But I'll move over and take UKEC for now. Goran has plenty of maneuver as it is. Alright, let's go. Let's also remain friendly with the Poles. Fleet basing rights, no thank you. Request to share maps, so I could have him tell me about the Maghreb. No thank you. Offer knowledge sharing. I haven't looked at that for a while. I wonder if anybody could benefit from our knowledge sharing. No, well... if there was an institution that they could learn about, they wouldn't be too opposed to it. Timurid opinion. If the Timurids were happier with us, they might consider it. And the Timurids are fairly sizable. Well, from what we know at least. So let's actually consider that as an option. How is the institution spreading anyway? Oh, not very well. Alright, well, it's a use for one of our diplomats while we're at it. Get a bit of extra dosh going. Muscovy cannot take care of your rebels. They should still be bankrupt. They are bankrupt, but I still want them to eat rebel soup, basically. Also, I said I'd improve relations with you further. Let's keep it swanky. Can't risk the Poles getting itchy trigger fingers on my subject. Ottomans are moving into position to take care of QQ. Shouldn't take them very long. We'll take that and start going. I wonder if these guys can come and attack UKEC. And the guy definitely doesn't want to let me through, sadly. But if they're gonna do that, I wonder if Muscovy wanted my access, but they wouldn't give it back in kind. These guys could actually cause a bit of a problem for me. Well, that's fine. I can hold out in UKEC for as long as needed. And if the Kazanis come along, I just slaughter them as best I can. Well. Alright, as long as they're locked in on Saratov, I'll come in and slaughter them. Ooh, condottieri from Poland. Unfortunately, it costs an arm and a leg, even if it looks like a good army, so no thank you. That's very nice of them to offer their army out, actually. Okay, let's see if we can't get an easy victory on you. I should. I have no reason to think that the Kazanis are going to slaughter me. I've got increased morale on top of everything else, so let's actually have a war where we can fight and we can win. That's some real nice winning we got there. But I still can't get through Nagai. They don't want to let anyone through. These rebels are actually going to cause us a problem. Best thing they can do for me is to go to Saratov or Penza so I can plow on through and take care of the rest of the Kazanis. Sale of titles. I have always considered gold as a sign of nobility. However, if nobility cannot be bought, we're in a magical position where we have +3 stability and no corruption, which, as it happens, is a trigger for the good corruption events. Poland looks after their allies, unlike some Hungarian country that we shall not name. What, Transylvania? Oh my, Shirvan decided to insult me. Is that your way of saying Mazandaran won't save me in battle? Well, I'm not in a position to take multiple wars right now, but I'd be in a better position if these guys would get off of me and head over to Saratov, which they're doing. Good. I don't mind them holding these for a while. These cores can't progress anyway. And if I recall well, which I may or may not, rebel occupations don't cause war exhaustion. So they'll deal with these, and then they're going to go over to Muscovy. Well, hopefully. Oh, it's kind of good that you held Samara, because you're going to make it orthodox for me. With emphasis on for me. Wish I'd made that canon now. I was looking forward to rants so much, now I'm sad, says Daniel. We had rants just earlier. Just moments earlier. Alright, my 18 should still be enough to take on the Kazanis. Maybe they're pretty broke and can't afford better. Okay, this might be good. Muscovy might get stuck there. In fact, if he sends all of his units there, I'm going to cancel his military access, so he is stuck there. Unless he gets through someone else. He does not. And then, these rebels are going to go, ooh, we have places to de-siege, and then I'm going to kill him. Well, the rebels are going to kill him, but that is fine. I'm going to leave you there so you guys can jump on for backup. And I will corner the Kazanis. What's that, Mamluks? You want military access? Sure. Just playing it delicately because I'm in a state of mind where I'm very likely to make mistakes. Just like Kazan is making mistakes. Steppes, forest, mountains. They actually fight worse in mountains, so it's good for me to press the advantage while I can. 16 might be a bit low. Let's just bring in everybody. Once you're done with that, you move in over there. Oh, he didn't... Oh, well, it's working out anyway. They're going in to slaughter the Russians. Man, just saying slaughter the Russians sounds good, doesn't it? Maybe I should go 50-50, half of you there, half of you there. If he comes into attack, he's going to get slaughtered in either of these places. Then again, the mountain is his mountain, so maybe not so gutsy. I'll still split up a bit. I want to see how you fight against rebels, Muscovy. With 1.6 morale, not very well. But still, I think he has the numbers to give me a very hard time. Well, maybe not. Give it your all, Muscovite. Let's get the extra siege on the capital there and make sure that Kazan don't have access through Muscovy. At best, they can wander around in these horrible wastes. I wonder if I should work on that, or if I should keep myself distanced from Bishgrid. There's really no incentive for me to push very hard here. That's pretty nice. I like that a lot. Or we all push into Perm, but then he can come around here and give me a hard time. Looks like he's reinforcing there. He's actually reinforcing pretty well because he's a 4-maneuver general. but that is also mountainous, so I'd rather not give him that for free. Or we could just move over straight into Bashgrid, but if he moves around here, then whatever, we can win this just by waiting out. There's no hurry for us to get this war over with. By the way, Timmers, are you sure you don't want my knowledge sharing? Almost, actually. That's pretty good. Ah, there we go. I think Jake should put the stream on emote mode only to ban half the viewers, says Nerf Lightborn. I think we should get rid of you, frankly. That's a stupid idea. And I don't want to be seen to be rewarding stupidity. Okay, he's splitting his armies up in a way that makes me really want to press on. Oh man, Muscovy. Peasant war. Now I'm very glad I didn't break truce on him because his rebels aren't bankrupt. So his rebels would give me a pretty bad time. These Kazani rebels are probably also going to give me a bad time, but I can export those into Muscovy because I honestly don't care much about them. But it would be good if I got... Oh, I don't like them going to Bulgar, and I certainly won't like them going to Jukdo. Well, if I lose 3,000, I lose 3,000. I don't know if they'll go there or not. I would think that they wouldn't. What are they up to? Oh good, they're going into Muscovite land. Specifically going into Kazan, which is fortified. That's good. Was there ever a game that you were really excited for, but when you sat down to play it, it sucked? Paperboy 64? I'm certain there are others, but I struggle to think of them. Oh, Dynasty Warriors Empires. That was a mucho disappointment. Poor Kazan, what are they doing? They're just gonna burn themselves out there in the wastes? Works for me though, I don't think he has manpower for this. That is something we can actually check quite nicely, in fact we're looking at it. Oh no, he's got oodles of manpower. Well, he'll burn it out there. I'm not in the mood for burning. Wasn't Paperboy 64 mainly a disappointment for your mother? Most likely, the game still kind of blew. The thing is though, I enjoyed it. I acknowledge that it was terrible, but I still was able to have a good time with it. I really have no problem dragging out this war right now. There's not a lot going on for us right now, and I need to gain admin points anyway. And in 26 I need to remember to switch over to admin focus, because not being on that is gunishing for me right now. I want to get this next year too. Alright, Shirvan. Okay, here's a problem. If the Ottomans conquer this, I can't declare war on Shirvan, so maybe I should reconsider my taking it in. Okay, well, I don't want to deal with Mazandaran. We'll consider that. As you follow your backup plan. Oh, thank you, Muscovy. Nice of you to take care of the rebels for me. You know, Muscovy can be a real champ sometimes. Can also be a real chump. Another disease outbreak. These hordes, man. These smelly hordes. Why does Muscovy have access? I gave it to him so he could deal with rebels in Samara. I wanted to trap him there and get him killed, but I don't think that's going to be going down the way I want it to. Meanwhile, Kazan are scared of me and running off there, and I don't see the reason to burn my own troops on Bashgrid when I don't have to. There we go, capital's down. Hell, I could probably demand everything I want off of the guy. Depends what I really want, though. Well, I need Bashgrid, that is no doubt. I am very close to doing this to Kazan without even fighting his army. He would move over here, but then Muscovy could destroy him. I don't want that anyway, it's a... And again, that 150 ducats could be pretty good in my wallet. Money or this province. Well, this province is part of Bashgrid, which I'm going to make an area anyway, or rather a state. Got to state that gold, and I only have one state left. A state of disrepair. Ah, but he's built this one up with a mosque. Other question, is this Europe? Yeah, it is. Okay, that helps matters. Further point, I could actually straight up subjugate Kazan. Don't like that. Don't like that. He's too big for a subject. And I don't want to reconquer from Muscovy. I want to outright take him over. Release Perm, have him take this, or just look after the land myself? I don't know. It's a difficult question. 43% overextension when I already have 35. Maybe I should just directly take the land. Do you really want Perm? Not really. Not really at all. Might be better if Muscovy took it and actually converted it for me. Don't want that. Alright, this is a pretty amicable peace. Coalition of Nagai, Ottomans, Kazan, Georgia, Muscovy. Don't really need to worry about many of those, I think. Oddly enough, Uzbek isn't one of them, but I'm about to border Uzbek. I wonder if he'd want to be my friend for some reason. He's a pretty tough cookie, somehow. Alright, we'll give it a shake. I could sit on him for longer and take more money if I really wanted to. Wait a month or two so they get the making gains modifier and go to low war. I mean, I am in no hurry here, right? Montenegro is making gains, -2. Am I still making gains? Well, their war enthusiasm can't be great, but there's no reason for me to rush this. Oh, well, except for these Kazani separatists, which I further want to push into Muscovy. Dear God, my admin power is in great pain here. If only there was somebody I could punch for loads of admin power. Well, actually, in 2 years, we're looking good on that, and I will have to get that from them. Oh, now they certainly don't want to be here. In fact, I'm making loads of gains. That's rather nice. I still don't really understand making gains. Maybe if I were able to weaponize it, I'd do a whole lot better. But that's a pretty good peace deal for me. Aggressive expansion may be high, sure, but I think this looks pretty good. And we got our second gold mine. That's the real win. Except, why can't I core you? I need to chain it. Wait, that's strange. Why would I need to chain it? I have good access along here. Guess it's a range question. Oh yeah, the rebels. That might be part of it. Alright, well, whatever. Let's make our way over. You still don't want to let me declare war on Georgia there? Because I'd like to declare war on Georgia. I don't think I made good friends with the Timurids by doing that. That's not a lot of aggressive expansion. Can you lower autonomy and make money and export rebels? I could do all those things, but I don't like lowering autonomy that much. I should get more comfortable with it, but I never am as comfortable as I want to be with it. Alright, let's get out of here. I don't want to deal with any of this. Ooh, Wallachia made an army. They took Kazan faster than I'd hoped. Let's see if taking Saratov will let me core more things. Although maybe these rebels will come over here and do more damage to me. Admin. I mean, I love what I get out of this, especially that morale, that army tradition, and that prestige. But I can't lose admin right now. Forward to glory. Just eat it. Just imagine you got a bad event that cost you bad things. Shirvan, are they available as a freebie? I mean, I think they're as free can be right now. Mazandaran are getting hammered. And I really should tie my horse to Shirvan's post, so to speak. As soon as Mazandaran are... Uh-oh, what? Poland is requesting that you come to their aid in a Polish conquest of Zeps against Hungary, Austria, Aragon, Siena. Could we not? Ooh. Tell me you brought some good friends. Did other than me. Livonian Order and Saxony. Oh, well, that's something. But Austria's still involved. Do you think you can take Austria and Hungary yourself? Jeez. There's a pending call to arms from Poland. Yeah, don't I know that? What makes you think you can take them all on? That's a von Habsburg. That is the ruling von Habsburg. Saxony is in, Jake. Yeah, I hope Saxony takes a pounding for us. Yeah, actually, Saxony's pretty big. I mean, I have no choice. I've got to accept this, right? But... yeesh. Not thrilled. Not thrilled at all. Oh, right, I've had this edict here for ages. Well, just as well. I have a feeling I'm going to get... uh-oh, Austria's the one getting extra reinforcements. Well, let's give it our all. Oh, right, Wallachia is immediately getting pounded here. Alright, we got that back at least. Can I do you? Maybe it needs a turn of a month to rethink it. Otherwise, maybe I just need to do it in a loan, in a road. In a line, rather. Alright, last jousting tournament. Time to pay dividends. At least when I get a Kazani outbreak, it's only going to be one of them, hopefully. Poland, I joined your stupid war. This better be so good. Better be so good it blows my mind. At least I'm trustworthy enough to join such a thing. And Timurids and their deficits. Nobody else wants my knowledge sharing, sadly. And no one's going to ally me since I am in a... well, I'm in someone else's war, so I can make an attack. But I still wanted to fight Shirvan, because I think Shirvan's going to be... ooh, I should do it. I should just go for it. Poland can deal with their own troubles. I need to expand myself here. Then again, maybe he's relying on me. How do the numbers look? The numbers look pretty even, actually. But I think the good money is on Austria and Hungary. Like, those 20,000 mismatch are my troops, and they have a lot more cannons, although, yeah, cannons. Ah, jeez, I don't like this at all. He's probably expecting me to come and give him back up. But what I really want to do is eat Shirvan for myself before the Ottomans deny me that tasty little snack. It already has a workshop and a mosque. Shirvan is allied with Mazandaran. Well, not from what I can see. We're taking Dagestan. Damn, I should have declared this war immediately, and then Poland would not have called me in because he would have seen that I'm in another war and not gone for it. However, I was a rival to Hungary, so of course he thought I would join in. Oh well, I'll do my best. But sometimes the best ain't good enough. I hear those Hungarian forts look nice this time of year. Well, I hear that they're cleaving their way through Wallachia, like they're not even there. And Austria's going straight for me, which is unfortunate. It's also going for you. Damn that Austrian. Could he not just lose the emperorship and then weaken himself severely? That would be very nice for me. Well, this land is about to burn. I think that's a given. What's the furthest thing we can core here? Choctaw, Bulgar, let's get it done. Although the rebels are going to be plentiful. They're also going to be Muscovy's problem. Oh, it's prospering times for us. Wherever Teen is. Oh, that's that coastal one, right? No, it's next to the coastal one. Livestock, clergy. That sounds like base tax and admin for me. Mostly because I need the admin. At least it was a full core. Full core. Alright, hopefully they run back to Dagestan. because Dagestan is dry lands, easier for me to kill. And when Kosovo gets occupado, that's my money down the drain. Kazani separatists are to be expected here, not a problem. Well, for now at least. Whoa, now. Didn't agree to this. I don't want to fight you in mountains, but it's still a fight that I should win. Yeah, we're even on tech. I'd rather fight them in better situation. I don't want to diplo insult on my own subject, so let's ease the tensions. And whilst Wallachia is getting butchered, maybe improve relations with them. And probably make more claims on Muscovy so that I'm ready to jump them later on. Jake, tech up. You're right, it is the year of the teching. And I'm not opposed to upgrading my horses whilst at war, because the horses should be flanking rather than getting attacked. So they're low. Ooh, Ukek, you're being done as well. Their low morale is not a problem. And I don't even use cannons, although someday I swear I will. There we go, gotcha. Poland, I appear to be getting hammered by Austrians right on my capital. You don't think you could do something about that? I mean, I could always build a capital there, but I could also not. Oh, crumbs, this was mountains. I thought it was steppes. Oh, well, not to worry. We all make mistakes, especially me. Okay, fortunately, Kazan still have a good number of cores on Muscovy. They have a lot on me too, but it's give and take. Right, you four are going to go there and there. These guys are going to do something, maybe, to help out with this war. At least they're not going for Zeta for some odd reason. Ah, there they go. They're back to deal with this. However, how do the numbers look? Oh my! Pretty good on our side. I'm glad I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part. Sadly, Baden have some... God damn. 3643 general. No wonder Baden was able to secure those awesome deals. Sit in this war until the auto peace out. They might return cores to Shirvan. I sincerely doubt it. They want all those provinces. There's no reason that they would return them. Right, I split you up so I could give the siege general to you, and then you guys are on your way. Alright, let's see how battles look. I mean, we outnumber them massively. Everything else looks even Stevens. And with rolls like that, those Austrians don't know what hit them. And look at that! Only unfortified garbage is being sieged here. So, this is okay. I'm glad Bosnia was there to take it like a champ for me. QQ trying desperately to attack the Ottomans there. The Ottomans are still saying that they will defend Georgia, which is unfortunate for me, but what you gonna do? Why am I not making claims on Muscovy? I'm pretty sure I said I would. This is good though. Fighting all these rebels, or de-sieging from all these rebels. Oh yeah, getting stuck on Kazan will hopefully cost the Muscovites quite a bit. Are they in debt again? Because if I recall, bankruptcy gives you a hard time with loans. Reduces the amount of loans you can have as well. At least that's what I think. I haven't been bankrupt or had loans in a very, very long time. Muscovy are enjoying 7 loans while bankrupt. That can't be good for them. Just joined. Why is he fighting Austria and Hungary? Because the Hungarians need to go. But more specifically, Poland is the one taking the fight. And I'm just doing my all here. Oh wait, no, that's blockade. This is participation. Damn, that means they're blockading me. That's not good news. But I'm doing my part. Great Horde separatists want to rise up again, but those two I think I can export to others. The Ottomans are also making their claims on me, so hopefully this war is done and Poland gets a chance to sort themselves out before I get declared upon and Poland says no to joining me.